So we actually ended up taking our test list and just splitting into two. And we said, here's our baseline. This is the accounts that we're not going to run any paid media against. We're not going to run any ABM activities against. That's going to be the baseline. Then we're going to take the other half and we're going to run actual like ABM tactics against them. We're going to run ads. And I gave myself 1 quarter and about $10,000 and said, like, we're going to see and track this every single day, every single week until we have the data to prove that this is worthwhile. I was turning off any creative that was underperforming. If it wasn't meeting sort of like the threshold of all the other ads, it was immediately turned off. And again, I was just putting this all in a deck and saying, we're watching this. Here's what we're doing to make sure that this money is spent well and effectively. And then what was great is at the end of the quarter, after all of this work, we had a really great deck that we're able to bring to our leadership team and say like, hey, compared to our baseline audience that was the exact same as the one that we ran this test against, we were able to see more pipeline driven, which, okay, that's great. But even more importantly, it was progressing fast. What I was able to show is the progression through the funnel. Even if it wasn't close won revenue yet, they were moving through our buying opportunity stages so much quicker. And then the other really important thing that we were able to prove is it was easier for our outbound sales team to book meetings with that subset of our audience that we ran the ABM ads against. And that was the narrative that I wanted to tell my executive team was marketing isn't going to drive sourced pipeline from these ads, from these direct mail pieces. But what we are going to do is make our outbound job way easier. And we were able to go and say like, hey, when they worked these accounts that had actually hit interest stage, they were doing it based off of this. We had warmed them up until they hit the right stages. They are driving much more pipeline from them and better quality pipeline with much less effort. So it was a really fun exercise to go to. And I will say at the end of it, we were able to then get more budget turned on and expand the audience from like a couple hundred to a couple thousand. And we're still running the same tests. We still have the same measuring formats. And it was really fun.